In this video, we have a really fun surprise coming at the end. But first, we're taking you on our socialization visit to the airport. We love to get our little puppies exposure to lots of different people and sounds. And so come along as we go to the airport, and then we'll share a big surprise with you. This little Schnauzer is Biscotti. And at 4 months old, she's been to the airport numerous times. And she's even flown on a couple of flights. Yes, today's going to be very fun. Rue, would you like to go to the airport today? We could go on a little adventure. Hey, Lucky. What about you, Lucky? You want to come to the airport too? You think that's a good idea? All right. The two of you are going to come with me, and we're going to go hang out at the airport. This is an especially good thing to do on a very rainy and cold day when being outside to play just isn't so fun, but getting the mental stimulation and the exercise by walking through the airport is going to be great for these boys. So Rue is 4 months old, and Lucky is 6 months old, and this happens to be Sierra. Hi, Sierra. Yeah, Sierra says, I'm very well socialized already, so I don't necessarily need to go to the airport. But for 4 months old and 6 months old, the airport is a great place to go. We like to bring our dogs to the airport and have them interact with lots of people and see things. So Rue is in the stroller right now, and I'm carrying Lucky. It's a rainy day outside, so it's chilly, it's cold here, but we are just going to go walk around the inside of the airport where they can see lots of different people going up an elevator, hearing all these noises. It's just such great experience for our little doggies. Having dogs that are used to getting on an elevator and very comfortable with what it means, the sounds. Jim, you're doing a great job in the elevator. The movement, the feel, the sound of the doors. Again, I've got Lucky walking next to me. Lucky is 6 months old now, and so he can handle these kinds of things very easily. And Rue is still learning. Rue is 4 months old. Rue has been in airports before, a couple times actually. And so just getting used to all the different sights, sounds, smells, everything here. And now I've got Lucky on the ground, and I'm going to be taking him into the elevator on his own. So we're getting in the elevator. He sees that I've done it, and now he's doing it too. We will definitely be bathing feet once we get home. But I wanted to show you what it looks like here, just getting this kind of exposure. We are coming up to the exit for Terminal C at the Philadelphia Airport because something very exciting is about to happen. We've got lots of people who have just walked by us, and both Rue and Lucky are sitting here watching all these people and their luggage and the sounds. Great experience for these two boys. But we are also watching for someone who's going to be arriving in just a few moments, and we can't wait. This is such a great sign that Rue has just decided, I'm so calm here I could just lay down. People walking by. Lots going on in his field of vision, but he's happy to just lay down and say, hey, I'm a relaxed little guy. This spot is so perfect when we're meeting a flight nanny, because the flight nanny will come through here, pass over the puppy, and then can immediately get right back into get on the next plane. Look who's here. Little Miss Grace has arrived. We're so excited. Can't wait to get to know her. Grace, you are a pretty girl. Yes, you are. You'll notice Grace has a long tail, and you may wonder why. Well, in other parts of the world, they don't dock tails. In fact, there are some places in the world where it is illegal to dock a tail. So Grace has a long tail. This little girl came from a very well-respected international Schnauzer breeder whom I've had the opportunity to meet and talk with, learn from, and over a period of time, we've become friends. I would consider her a very good friend at this point, and I'm so grateful that she was willing to share our little Grace with me. Her first night with me will be the first time that she's ever gotten to sleep next to someone all night and be a part of the family, I think, rather than with the dogs, if you will, to sleep overnight. Let's see how it goes.
We're just waking up this morning. Yes, we are. Now, little Miss Grace slept right next to me all night long. She loves having her bellies rubbed. Yes, belly rubs. And Grace is getting along so well with all of our little doggies here. She is happy this morning. Sam relaxed, eating well. Yeah, good job, Grace.
So I just might be the first person that Grace is really bonding deeply with. And certainly here in my home, Grace has realized I'm the pack leader. So right now, sitting on the sofa with me, this is Sierra and Honeybee. Hey, Honeybee. She says, no, I'm resting, Mom. I'm resting. And right now, Nestle is visiting us because I am breeding her tomorrow. And also in my lap is Biscotti and Lucky. And right over here, Rue is playing with a toy. Yeah, a toy that came with Miss Grace that everybody here is loving. But the point I'm wanting to make right this moment is just a minute ago, little Miss Grace gave out a bit of a growl because she did not want any of the other dogs being close to me. So what I did was I invited them all to come up and sit in my lap. And when she did her little growl noise at them, I made it very clear that that was not okay. So my voice, my tone got really sharp. It was fast. And I let her know in no uncertain terms that that was a big ol' N-O behavior. And since I did that, she has not done that little growl again. The key, though, is to catch it very quickly, to catch it the first couple of times that it happens. And in this case, I didn't have to sort of turn her around and put her under my arm as I would if we were in public, because we were right here in my home. We were in a safe space that I could easily help her understand that's not okay behavior. Honeybee is now saying good morning. Yes. And you're quite all right with Miss Honeybee being here. Sometimes people will say dogs are jealous, and I actually don't think that it's the emotion of jealousy like what human beings experience. Instead, I think that that little growl that they give out is on some level a protective mechanism, and they're attempting to determine, do I need to protect myself? Do I need to protect the person that I'm bonding with? One time I got an adorable little boy, and he was about 14 weeks old when I got him, and he had not bonded with a human up to that point, meaning he had been with a pack of dogs. And so just like with Grace here, this is the first time she's sleeping with and spending this kind of time with a person. She's been with a wonderful pack of dogs. And so she's emotionally bonding with me. And so when another dog comes over and wants to, or maybe even we'll see if this happens with people, another person comes over and wants to cuddle, my son wants a hug or something like that, she may let out a little growl like that as well. And she's testing, she's checking to see what's happening. Am I safe? I don't put the word jealousy on it because I don't really relate to it that way. It's not that human emotion of jealousy. It's a feeling of, am I safe now? Is everything going to be okay? And so I nip that again right in the bud, meaning we're going to just stop that behavior immediately if we see it. We'll say the word no loudly, intensely, in a way that gets her attention. And I think, again, the key to all of that is just doing it quickly and showing her that it's safe. It's safe that I have other dogs here and that she can have this spot and she can get cuddles and energy, attention from me at the same time that another dog is also getting attention and cuddles. So yes, Grace, good girl. Yes, quiet. Yes, quiet. I like to use the word quiet to affirm when a dog is both being quiet, but also when they're calm, when their nervous system is calm and relaxed. Yes, quiet. Thought I'd just give you a look-see what it's like at the moment here, mid-morning on Sunday morning. Little Miss Grace has gotten herself a chew toy that she is enjoying, and she has hidden it in this crate. The other dogs are giving her space, which is just perfect. And the boys are very interested in little Miss Nestle here, who I will be breeding most likely tomorrow morning to Teddy. But these two boys here are too young to do the job. But Nestle is trying to incent them to try anyway. But Rue says, hey, I've tried my best already and I'm just not old enough yet, Nestle. Yeah. And Lucky, you're about a month or two away, but he's exhausted. He says, oh my goodness, this is a lot of work trying to do the job for Miss Nestle. But yeah, you get to see Teddy tomorrow. He knows hey, Nestle, he knows exactly what he's doing. Yeah, it'll go well tomorrow morning. You might be thinking, why don't you breed Nestle to Teddy today? And if Teddy weren't on vacation today, that is exactly what I would do. But Teddy's family gets back from their vacation tonight, I think late, 10 p.m.-ish or so. So I will be at their home at 7:30 in the morning. Yeah, that's right. And then you get to go back home. You get to go back to your family. All of the dogs that you see here are a part of my breeding program. This is Biscotti, and she's 4 months old, so she's way too young to be breeding. But Biscotti will most likely be going into a guardian home here in the next month or two. And as you know, she already lives in a guardian home. And here, I'm going to get a chance to show you what I'm going to do. So she was making some growly noises there. And I'm fine with those growly noises. She's protecting that chew toy, and she's letting them know this is mine and I'm having fun with it and I would prefer not share it with you. And so that was perfectly appropriate, what she did right there. And she didn't get aggressive. She just held her boundary. So that's just fine. But back to what I was talking about. So all these dogs are in my breeding program. And so this is Lucky right here. He is now 6 months old. So in the next several months, he could start doing his new job. Hey. Roo seems to want to play with her, and he wants to play in a way like, let's share the toy, let's play tug, something like that. And she hasn't learned to do that with him yet. She may know how to do that. She just hasn't learned how to do that with him. Now, you might be wondering, if you're relatively new here, is this it? Are these all the dogs in your breeding program? And the answer is no. Actually, I have a bunch of dogs in guardian homes. But I have another video that explains guardian homes and what they are. So I will link that video below here in the notes in case any of you are interested in what does it mean to have a dog in a guardian home where we co-own the dog. I thought you just might enjoy seeing what it looks like with this group of little doggies in my home. Again, they won't all be living here full time. For more information about our puppies and upcoming litters and to contact us, you can find us on our website, svcctoys.com. And right here, there's a contact button. These are some of our upcoming litters that are due. Nellie, our little black and silver girl, was bred to Teddy, who's also black and silver. And those puppies are due around May 6th, 2026. Janny, our largest girl in our breeding program, is white, and she was bred to Luca, a chocolate and red, and those puppies are due around May 11th. And Ginger, our little red party girl, was bred to Truffles, who's chocolate and red. Those puppies are due around June 1st, 2026. Livy, our little cream with the chocolate nose, she was also bred to Truffles, and those puppies are due around June 6th. At the end of our videos, we like to share photos of our doggies and puppies. You're going to see a smorgasbord of black and silver phantoms coming up next.